Hey friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be drafting a shirt. Yeah, you heard right, a shirt. So without wasting much of our time, let's get right into the video. I'm going to be needing my pattern paper, my tape rule, my paper tape, a pen, my marker, and my ruler. So I'm going to mark out 1 inch at the top of my paper and also 3 inches at the left hand side of my paper. So from top to bottom, 3 inches, and then across it 1 inch. Do we understand? So I kind of lost the clip where I ruled it, but this is what it should look like. All right, so measurement for today, what I'm working with today is a bust 32, hip 34, waist 24, shoulder 18, and length, that shirt length of 23. So I'm using 23 because that's what my pattern paper got to, but for a normal shirt that you want to get to your hip, it's 25. All right, so to get our block measurement, I'm going to be dividing my hip, which is the biggest part of the body on the measurement, divided by 2. That's 34 divided by 2, which will give me 17, and I'm going to add 7 inches to it because shirt is always big, it's usually big. So I'm going to be adding 7 inches, which will give me 24 in total. So that's what I'm marking out right now. I'm marking out 24, and so I'll just rule the line, and after ruling the line, I'm going to divide this box by 2 again. So 24 divided by 2, that's going to give us 12. That's because I'm going to use 1.4 from, and I'm going to be using the other side pattern. Do you get it? So after taking that measurement, I'm just going to across like you see me doing. So when you are done with this, go ahead and take your neck measurement. So usually we always use neck 3 inch, like by 3, so we use neck. But for a shirt, we're going to be using 5 by 2.5 for the front. Alright, and then for the back, we're going to be using 2.5 by 1 instead of 3 by 1. You see, because it is usually open, just use 2.5. Now I'm going to use my curve ruler to draw the lines, make sure it's looking nice and pretty like mine. So after that, go for our shoulder measurement. My shoulder measurement initially is 14, but for this measurement I'm going to be adding 4 inches because I want my shirt to be a drop shirt. Do you understand? So I'm going to be adding 4 inches, which is to give us 18. That's 18 divided by 2. That's why I marked out the shoulder, and then this one I just marked out in my chest line, and my chest line is 7 inches. My chest line is my bust divided by 6 plus 2.5. So now I'm going to get my shoulder to waist measurement. I told you I did not use front length. I didn't say that, but I did not use front length or back length. I just used my shoulder to waist, which is 16. So that's what I'm marking out now. And I told you my pattern paper did not get to the down, so we're just going to be leaving it like this. Alright, so I'm going to take my shoulder measurement also on my chest line, which is 9. So I'm going to mark out 9 on my pattern paper. Then from that point, that's that chest line point, I'm going to come down by 1 inch or 1.5 inch depending on you. That's because our shirt is usually big, and so the armhole is not as tight as should be armhole. So that's why we're coming down. Do you get? So this new line is our new armhole line, or our new bust line. That's what we're going to curve our armhole on. Do you understand it? So for our shoulder slope, we're going to go down by 1 inch, both at the front and at the back. We're not making 1.5 or anything. No, 1 inch at the front and 1 inch at the back. That's for our shoulder slope. All right, so from my bust or this stuff, you're just going to divide whatsoever you have from this new shoulder line into 2 and then just mark it. That's what I did. So I was having 8 there, so I divided it by 2, 4, and I just marked it. All right, so with that being said, I'm just going, some people make this a very, they just follow their hip measurements. So they just use their hip measurements, maybe add 1
2 inch and then bring it down. But for this particular one, I'm just going to be adding, a few inches to my original measurement. I took my bust measurement, which is 16, and I added 2 inches to it. I took my waist measurement, which is 12, and I added 2 inches to it. So I just did that all the way down because I don't want too much. I don't want it to be too big. So most times for this part, you use your picture as whatsoever style you are working with. That's what you use for this part. But if you don't want to do that, you can just take your measurement and add maybe 2-3 inches to everything. Or if you don't want your waist to be to be defined in your shirt, you don't want your shirt to come down to come show your waist, you just want it to be straight down, just take your hip measurement from top to bottom, or your bust measurement at the top and your hip measurement at the down, so it's still going to give you that straight look. Do you understand? So now I'm just going to use my rulers to connect the lines, and that's it. So from our bust measurement, that's that there, I'm going to cut the armhole like you see me doing. So you do not use the first chest line. Yeah, so that's what you have to do. So with this, you're done with your pattern drafting. You can just go ahead now and label. So take note, this one at the back is going to be on fold. It's not going to be separated. That's the back. It's not separated. The only one that's separated is front. So on your own, make sure you connect your neck down to the start of the paper. Do you understand? Don't leave it here like mine, because you're going to cut through obviously. So thank you very much guys for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share. I love you. Bye.